Judge has just sentenced Sean Diddy Combs to 4 years in prison.
Is a win for him. I do believe that 4 years is a win in this particular case.
We got a big update on none other than Sean Diddy Combs. Yes, guys, P Diddy is finally facing the justice we've all been waiting for. For years, people believed this man would never see a courtroom, but now he's officially been sentenced. Many expected Diddy to face up to 20 years behind bars, but unfortunately, that's not what happened. He's been sentenced to just over 4 years in prison, which honestly feels ridiculous. If this was a normal person, that guy could have been facing life in prison, but since it's Diddy, a billionaire with power and influence, he walks away with only 4 years. The internet has now turned into a wildfire, with people saying Diddy actually won in this situation. Now, to really understand how Diddy is actually winning after getting 50 months in prison, you need to step back for a second. I know what you're thinking. How is a man spending years in one of the most dangerous prison populations considered a win? Well, let's do a quick rewind and talk about the conspiracy behind the scenes. It all started back in March 25th, 2024, when federal agents raided Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami. This wasn't just some random operation. It was a full-blown Homeland Security investigation. The charges tied to him were serious: sex trafficking, racketeering, and a long list of abuse allegations that had been piling up for decades. The internet exploded, with many people saying it was only a matter of time before he was taken down.
I'm outside Diddy's $40 million pad. It's quiet now, but yesterday, media, SWAT vehicles, dozens of armed officials and investigators descended on the property, seizing boxes of evidence and putting his sons Christian and Justin in handcuffs.
By April 2024, lawsuits started pouring in from multiple women, painting Diddy as someone who ran his empire with threats, violence, and exploitation. The media went crazy, and people thought he was done for good. But then came the twist. Most of these cases didn't move fast, and some even started quietly disappearing. Settlements, dismissals, and hush-hush deals kept popping up.
Diddy's celebrity friends settle quietly. Some celebrities are settling with victims outside of court.
On July 2nd, 2025, the jury came back with their verdict. Diddy actually beat the heaviest charges. He was found not guilty of racketeering and sex trafficking. But don't get it twisted, he wasn't free. The jury still convicted him on 2 Mann Act counts, transporting women across state lines for his infamous freak-off parties. That alone guaranteed prison time. From that day, his life changed forever. Instead of penthouses and mansions, Diddy was locked inside the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. Reports quickly leaked out. Fights inside, inmates threatening him, even claims he had a nervous breakdown. Some insiders said he feared for his life if he was moved to general population. His lawyers begged the judge for bail. But on July 5th, 2025, the judge denied it, keeping him locked up.
Sean Diddy Combs denied bail after he was found guilty on 2 of 5 charges in his sex trafficking trial.
Then the legal chess game began. On September 10th, 2025, Diddy's attorneys officially asked the court for a light sentence, only 14 months, saying he'd already served almost a year and should be released soon. But prosecutors clapped back hard on September 18th, filing their memo demanding over 11 years, calling him unrepentant and manipulative. They even accused his camp of bullying victims into silence.
Tonight, prosecutors asking a judge to sentence Sean Diddy Combs to more than 11 years in federal prison, arguing he engaged in violence and put others in fear.
On October 1st, 2025, Diddy's lawyers made one last move, trying to overturn the conviction, but the judge rejected it, setting the stage for the big day.
A stark contrast to Combs' legal team, who are seeking 14 months, which would see him walk free in a matter of weeks, as he's already served 13 months in prison.
Finally, on October 3rd, 2025, it all came to an end. The courtroom was packed. Diddy stood up, trying to look remorseful, apologizing to Cassie and others, begging the judge for mercy. But the judge wasn't buying it. He said Diddy's abuse of power couldn't be ignored. The hammer dropped. 4 years and 2 months in federal prison, a $500,000 fine, and 5 years supervised release. Since he'd already served about 13 months, he's looking at around 3 more years behind bars.
The judge said at the end, the defense's proposal is insufficient, and so he handed down that sentence of 50 months of incarceration. And the judge noted it's hard time in prison, but you will have a life after this. And so towards the end of his statement, the judge really spoke to the victims, because I think, honestly, Jesse, that's something that gets really lost within this case.
But as you already know, P Diddy actually got 50 months. That's just 4 years and 2 months. And let's be real, that's an insanely low sentence compared to the mountain of criminal cases and allegations against him. In the end, prosecutors could only nail him on 2 main charges: And that's where the problem starts, because this short prison time has opened up one of the biggest controversies yet. Instead of people seeing this as justice, the internet is exploding with debates. A lot of people are saying this isn't punishment at all. It's a straight up win for Diddy, nothing else.
He should be pretty happy with his defense team, because I think the judge giving less than half of the prosecutor's recommendation and also less than what the pre-sentence report had said is a win for him. I do believe that 4 years is a win in this particular case.
I completely agree with that. Guys, let me know. If someone like P Diddy can walk away with just 50 months behind bars after all of this, then where is the justice? Honestly, everyone knows this by now. Whenever it comes to the biggest celebrities or billionaires, the punishment is never the same. Either the victims are pressured to drop the charges, the evidence somehow goes missing, or the sentencing ends up being way lighter than it should be. That's just how the law works nowadays. It's protecting the rich and powerful more than the actual victims. And here's the craziest part. P Diddy's lawyers were literally fighting to make sure he didn't spend even a single day in prison. That was their strategy from the very beginning.
We are planning to appeal. We think we have strong bases to appeal. The strongest basis is that the jury reached a verdict on coercion. It found there was not coercion, and I think the judge said coercion today as a basis for a sentence.
So guys, think about it. Diddy should have been facing 20 years in prison, but after everything, after all the evidence and all the talk, he only got 4 years. Now tell me this, if tomorrow you hear that the appeals court has just released P Diddy from jail, would you really be surprised? Don't be shocked if it happens, because that's exactly how things work. From Diddy's family to his entire legal team, desperately trying to find a way to get him out early. And honestly, with his power and influence, it's not impossible, like you'll hear in this video.
Sean Diddy Combs is getting support from his kids. During the rapper's October 3rd sentencing hearing, several of Combs' children took the stand to advocate for their dad. His 34-year-old son Quincy told Judge Aaron Subramanian that his father is, quote, a changed man. His brother, 31-year-old Justin, went on to add that he hopes his father will get the chance to right this wrong and to be the man he truly is.
So just imagine, the biggest criminal, P Diddy, and now his family is fully trying to get him out. Yes, I respect that some sons will always stand by their father, but think about this. Is anyone talking about the victims, about the children who were affected, their families, their fathers, mothers, relatives? How would they feel knowing Diddy only got 4 years behind bars and might come out even earlier? Do you really think they would forgive him? Would their minds ever be satisfied? No one is talking about this. Everyone seems more concerned with making sure Diddy serves some time, and then using his money and influence to escape the full consequences.
Hold up. This dude, everybody knows this guy's guilty, right? We all know this. And he's getting off on under 5 years. And that's the baseline. That's as bad as it gets. That doesn't mean that he can get part of the sentence commuted. That doesn't mean that he can get out early on good behavior. This guy diddled for 30 years, and he's going to take a 4-year vacation. They did not say he is not eligible for parole. And for parole, you need to do 10% of your sentence. If he takes parole, he goes home next month.
So just imagine what's actually going on. How everyone is trying to help a criminal. That's exactly how it looks right now. The controversy may be over for Diddy, but in reality, he's the one winning. After all of this, what do you think? How many years would you have expected him to get? And what's your real concern about this whole situation? Let me know in the comments.